Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Instant Editor Masterclass, all about learning to start your own digital magazine. So, in this masterclass, we're going to go over 3 simple steps that you can take to start your own digital magazine right now, no matter where you are in the process. So, if you've been feeling stuck on how to get started or where to go next, then this masterclass is for you. Today, I'm going to help you move closer to starting the digital magazine that you have always dreamed about using my exact beginner strategies that I use every time I go to start a new magazine. So I'm going to need your full attention for this, future editor in chief. So silence those distractions right now, switch off your phone, close out your tabs, and give me the next 40 minutes to help you get started on that digital magazine. Now, while you're here in the masterclass, don't forget to share on Instagram stories and tag me at MiniMagKate so I can reshare with everybody else because you are about to do some really cool things. For those of you who showed up live here today, I'm going to give you this special bonus just for doing so. It is my digital magazine start guide. This has helpful tips to keep in mind as you're getting started, what to do first, and you are going to get it today in your email just for being here in this masterclass. So keep an eye on your email with the link to download this, and it'll help you get started. Now, you might be wondering what this masterclass is even about and if this is for you. So, you're in the right place if you've always wanted to work for a magazine or you've dreamt about running a magazine. Now, when I tell you I always wanted to work for a magazine, I literally used to tell my college professors that I wanted Anna Wintour's job. So, if you're like me and working at a magazine or running a magazine has always been your dream, you're in the right place. You're also in the right place if you just want to build an online business. You want to be the boss and digital magazines sound like fun. Or maybe you just are tired of waiting for your dream job and you want to do it right now. If you want to jump in and create your own dream job right now, this masterclass is for you. You do not have to hope that you get those interviews. You do not have to hope that one of these jobs pans out. You can start your own dream job as a magazine editor right now, and this masterclass is going to help you. Or maybe you just wanted to be Miranda Priestley in The Devil Wears Prada. It's not a requirement, but I totally get it. So, which one are you? Have you always wanted to be a magazine editor or run a magazine one day? Have you wanted to start an online business and digital magazines just seem like fun? Or are you ready to take matters into your own hands and start your own dream job right now? If any of these sound like you, then you are in the right place. Whatever your motivation is for being here today, I'm here for it and I'm ready to walk you through it. So at this point, you're probably wondering, who are you and do you even know what you're talking about? So hello, my name is Kate and I am the founder and editor-in-chief of 2 digital magazines. Mini Magazine is a digital magazine in the parenting space and Tool Magazine is on weddings. I started both of these digital magazines over 10 years ago. Mini has won awards and I have gone on to consult for other digital magazines and even design some of them. I have been featured on Forbes. I am a mom of 3 girls and I am a major Capricorn. I am a serial entrepreneur. I have been starting businesses since I was probably 10 years old. I started both Mini and Tool all on my own, so this is not my first rodeo. A little bit more about my background with digital magazines. So I have spent the last 13 years working in digital magazines. I started Mini in 2011 when I was a junior in college. And if you want to talk about delusion, I am the literal poster child. I was a junior in college. I had no knowledge of how things worked in the magazine space yet, but I was learning and I decided I was going to start a parenting magazine with no kids of my own, with no experience yet. I decided to just go for it. There was a magazine called Cookie Magazine, which was in the parenting space that had just folded, and there was nothing else like it. I loved the design of it, I loved the content, but especially in the digital space, there was nothing like it. So, what I did in 2011, which is what we did back then, was I started a Twitter account and I started posting as if this magazine was a living, breathing thing. I had nothing done. But when I tell you we had interest on day one, it really got me going. That was in April, and by December, I was ready to launch my first issue. I bought 2 plane tickets to LA. I had never been there before. I had never coordinated a magazine photo shoot, but I was going to do it. I flew to LA, I shot the first cover, and I flew back to Chicago in the same day. That's how delusional. We launched our first issue of Mini in December of 2011 to 10,000 viewers, which I thought was huge. I had no clue anyone was even going to read it. But we are still here 13 years later, and now Mini has amassed over 9 million views. In 2014, I decided to start Tool when I was engaged and it was going to be in the wedding space, and Tool garnered 1 million views on the very first issue. As of today, I have produced more than 80 digital magazines, and my magazines have over 130,000 subscribers. So this is a picture of me from my very first magazine shoot in LA. I don't even recognize this person, but it just goes to show you all you need is a crazy idea and you can do this too. You guys, I am telling you, we started from the bottom and now we are here. You know I had to do it. These are just some of the covers I've produced over the years. So Minnie produces 4 issues a year and Tool does 2. We have had celebrities like Busy Phillips, Justin Baldoni, Kourtney Kardashian, and Tool has featured some of the biggest names in wedding photography. This is where I am right now, and you can be too. I want you to picture this with me. Close your eyes and imagine this. You have added editor-in-chief to your list of accolades or your business card. What would it feel like to tell people that you run a magazine? What would it feel like to tell people that you started a magazine yourself and this is your job? Close your eyes and imagine what it would feel like to watch your subscribers grow, because I have done that. I have gone from 0 to over 130,000 and you can too. What would it feel like to start to make an income from the content that you share on your pages? What would it feel like to have brands that you love and admire be advertisers inside of your magazine? What would it feel like to have PR boxes show up on your doorstep because these brands want to get inside of your issues? All of that is possible with digital magazines. Creating and launching your own digital magazine is a powerful way to turn your passion into profit, produce content that your subscribers love, and grow a brand that people will recognize. So here's the plan for this masterclass. We are going to go over how to choose a topic. I will give you tips to help you narrow that down. We're going to cover how to choose a name. I have a very quick exercise that will help you narrow down your name. We're going to talk about how to show up online, even if you have nothing started yet. Trust me, that's exactly what I did, and I'm going to show you how. And then we're going to talk about next steps to get this magazine launched. So here we go. Let's start with step 1, how to choose your topic. I'm sure if you're in this masterclass, you probably have a topic already swirling around your brain, but let's narrow that down. A great place to start when you're trying to decide on your topic is to choose a passion. What do you love? What could you talk about for 5 minutes at a time without having to research anything? Maybe this isn't even your job right now. It's just something that you're really passionate about. Could you start a digital magazine on that? Choose what you know. What is your background in? Do you have a degree in something specific? Again, choose what you know a lot about. What could you talk about to somebody for 5 minutes right off the cuff without having to research anything? And lastly, choose what's missing. This is what I did. I chose a parenting magazine because there was something missing in that space online. Where do you notice a void in the market, especially in digital magazines? What do you feel like there should be a digital magazine on, but there just isn't right now? Or maybe you could take a different spin on something that's already out there. Maybe there's a different vibe that you're going for that you feel other people would love too. Choose what's missing. Some popular topics for digital magazines are wellness, music, business, food, real estate, fashion, fitness, outdoors, crafts, your local city, weddings, and photography. Now, these are just a couple of ideas, and we can go into spin-offs of each one of these. So wellness, maybe it's yoga, music, maybe it's guitars, real estate, maybe you're a real estate agent and you want to do a digital magazine on the Dallas real estate market. Fitness, maybe you want to start a whole magazine just on CrossFit. Crafts, maybe you want to do something on sewing. Photography is great, but maybe you want to do specifically film photography. Each of these have different facets that you could choose. Now we're going to move on to step 2, which is how to choose your name. This is very important. This is what's going to define your brand for years. It's also a very tricky subject because we need to make sure we are not taking something that's already in existence. Let's do a quick exercise that's going to help you choose your magazine name. So once you've chosen a topic, I want you to take the next 5 minutes to write out every word that you associate with that topic. Every single word. Do not edit anything right now. Set a timer and pour it all out onto the page, and we will narrow it down after that. I don't want you to say, oh, I don't like that word. Not right now. I want you to write everything out and we will edit this later. So for example, if we were in the photography niche, maybe we're going to write down film, lens, aperture. I want you to write down every single word that you associate with that topic and we will edit it soon. Okay, are you ready? Set your timer for 5 minutes. Let's go. After your 5 minutes is up, now we're going to move on to narrowing it down. So now I want you to cross out any words that you don't like as magazine names. Maybe you don't like the vibe, you don't like the connotation, whatever you don't like, just cross them out. Now that you've crossed out some of those names, I want you to choose your top 5. So from this list, choose your top 5 names, write them in a different column, and let's look at this list. Since these are our top contenders for magazine names, I want you to now do a simple Google search with your magazine name plus the word magazine, because we need to see if this is already taken. So open a new Google tab and let's do a search. So again, if this was in the photography niche and I chose the word lens, I'm going to search lens magazine. Here's the caveat. It has to be in the same industry for it to be taken. Meaning, if I search lens magazine and I see a magazine called lens magazine in the photography space, we cannot use that. If there is something called Lens Magazine, but it's in the fashion space, that's a different story. It gets a little tricky, but let me give you an example. So I run Mini Magazine, but it is a parenting magazine in the parenting space. There is another magazine called Mini Magazine, but it is on Mini Cooper's, the car. Two separate industries where no one would be confused with one or the other. You can technically use the same magazine name as long as they are in separate industries, and no one can say, oh, I mistook Mini Cooper magazine for Mini the Parenting magazine. There's no confusion because I write on parenting content and they write on cars. It gets a little dicey there, but that is how you can technically use a name if it is in a separate industry. If you notice that your magazine name is taken when you do this search, I want you to cross it out. We're not going to go there. We're going to choose something else. So here are just two of my covers I've produced over the years, one with Ashley Tisdale and one with Leah Michelle. This is what is possible when you choose your topic and your name and you get started into digital magazines. Now we move into step 3, which is how to show up online. Even if you have nothing started yet, I want you to start to build your online presence because this is how you're going to grow your brand. Once you have chosen your topic and your magazine name, I want you to go on all social media handles where you plan to post. It doesn't need to be all of them. Maybe you just choose TikTok and Instagram, but I want you to secure all of your social media handles where you plan to post. So go on there right now, take Lens Magazine or whatever your magazine name is and secure those socials. I want you to do the same thing with your website domain. You're going to start to build your website, and so you need to do a simple search to help you find out which domain is available for your magazine. You can lock down that one or many versions of it. So for instance, I own mini-magazine.com because minimagazine.com is taken by the Mini Cooper people. So you can purchase mini-magazine.com, you could have minimagazine.co, whatever version of your magazine name you want to have, I want you to lock down that domain right now. The third thing you're going to do to start showing up online is to begin posting. You don't have to have a finished issue right now to start posting, but you do need to start making those posts to grow your audience. Back in 2011, I started a Twitter account. I didn't have any single piece of the magazine finished yet, but I started posting to start building my reach, start finding advertisers, start finding tastemakers in that space, and I started posting. This is also how I found out that my magazine would even be viable because we had interest on day one. So start posting and see where it goes. Now, let me ask you a question. Are you ready to make that magazine a reality? Are you ready to take your idea and turn it into a finished issue? I know that seems overwhelming and there are a lot of steps in between, but how would you like me to personally walk you through the entire process? You really have two choices here when it comes to starting your digital magazine. Do you want to figure it out alone, which can be tedious and confusing and you might not know where to go next? Or do you want to learn from a pro who has done it all before? I have over 13 years running digital magazines, starting them, running them, managing every aspect of them. You can learn from me or you can go it alone. I did not have a roadmap when I started my magazines, but that is why I am here sharing it all with you so that you guys know what to do in which order. So with that said, I would like to personally invite you to the Editor Academy. The Editor Academy is the most comprehensive digital course for starting a digital magazine. With the Editor Academy, you can stop thinking about the magazine you've always wanted to start and actually make it happen. Inside the Editor Academy, I will show you how to go from concept and design to marketing and monetization, and you will gain the knowledge and the skills that you need to turn your vision into a successful digital magazine. Here's just a quick peek at what's inside. So we're going to lay the foundation in the beginning. We're going to go over, again, how to choose your topic, how to choose your name. We're going to go more into depth on that. We're going to lay out the key decisions that you need to make in your business. We're going to learn how to plan our content, how to lay out our first issue, what's going to be inside, what sections are there going to be, how do we coordinate interviews, how do we find people to interview, where do we find their contact information. We're going to move into design. How do we design a magazine? What software do we use? How do we use it? I don't know how to lay out an issue. Well, I'm going to show you. Inside the Editor Academy, you will have tutorials to walk you through how to design your first issue in multiple softwares. Maybe you want to use Canva, maybe you want to use InDesign. I will show you how to do both. How do we upload it? What software do we use to upload it? How do we get it to our readers? I'm going to show you how to do all of that inside the Editor Academy. One of the biggest things is how to market your magazine. How do you get it in front of your reader? I have a specific strategy that I use to find readers even while I sleep, and I'm going to share that with you. And if you want to turn this into a business, how do we monetize this? How do we pitch brands? There are scripts inside of the Editor Academy that you can send to brands to pitch advertising. How do we incorporate affiliate marketing? I will show you how to do that. These are all just a few of the things that you're going to find inside of the Editor Academy. So let's dive a little bit deeper. Here's what you're actually going to put into action inside of the Editor Academy. You're going to nail down your magazine topic. If you still have a hard time deciding your topic, I'm including a list of available magazine topics that you can choose from. You're going to choose your magazine name. Maybe you're having a hard time finding one that's available in your specific niche, and we're going to go into it inside the Editor Academy. I'm even including a list of over 50 plus available names that you can choose from to name your magazine. I did the research on this so you don't have to. There are over 50 names that you can choose right now to get your magazine started, and I am including them on a list just for my students. Inside the Editor Academy, you're going to learn how to plan your issue content. Where do you start? What section should there be? What content do you put in each section? How do you organize those interviews? I will show you how to do that. And you can't launch your first issue without learning how to design it. So we're going to go over all of that with specific tutorials for specific softwares inside the Editor Academy. You do not need to be familiar with any of this tech. We're going to lay it out all in tutorials so that you can go step by step to learn how to design your first issue. You will learn how to find and market to your readers. Again, I have a very specific strategy that I use to find readers while I sleep, and I'm going to share that with you. My magazines have 6-figure subscriber lists. How did I get there? I'll tell you. This is all included in the marketing section of the Editor Academy. Very importantly, you're also going to learn how to monetize your magazine, how to include affiliate links, how to pitch advertising. Since I have done this for over 13 years, I'm going to show you how to make money doing what you love. And in the very last module of this course, you're going to learn how to launch your first issue. We're going to take you from that idea all the way up to launching your first issue. From the concept to the finale, we are going to show you everything in between to get your magazine ready to go. And I'm sure you're wondering right now, okay, Kate, that sounds great, but what does it cost? What does it cost to secure your spot inside the Editor Academy? So with everything that is included inside the Editor Academy, from the bonuses to the guides to the scripts to the templates, it is a value of almost $3,000, but you can join the Editor Academy right now for $997. $997 secures your spot inside the Editor Academy for life. You have lifetime access. That means you get to go through the course at your own pace. You will never be behind. You have lifetime access to go back and reference the lessons, to use the scripts and the templates. $997 gets you all of that and lifetime access into the course. So you can get started today inside the Editor Academy for one payment of $997. But if that's not doable right now, I totally get it. And that's why we have 2 other payment plans available. You can start for 6 payments of $175, which means you will join today for $175 and then 5 more payments to follow. Or you can spread it out over an entire year. You can join the Editor Academy for $97 today and 11 more payments of $97 after that. If you're ready to get started right now and that all sounds good, great, and fantastic to you, you can go to theeditoracademy.com and learn all about the course and click enroll. So let's go over the whole program again. Inside the Editor Academy, you're going to learn how to go from idea to launching your first issue, everything that comes in between. There are videos and audios and PDF guides, scripts, and templates for covers and how to pitch advertising and how to put together photo shoots. It's all in there. You will get bonuses like my 0 to top traffic driver Pinterest marketing guide. This is what's going to drive thousands and thousands of readers to your website while you sleep. This is something I implemented years ago, and now Pinterest is our #1 traffic driver that brings over 20,000 people to my sites every month. And probably the best part of the whole thing is that you have lifetime access. You're never going to be behind. You can start this today or you can start it next month. It is yours for life. So if you join now, you will get this fast action bonus, which is my Pinterest marketing guide that I told you drives thousands and thousands of people to my websites every month. You're going to get that right now just for joining the Editor Academy. This is a daily posting checklist to help you boost organic web traffic, no cost to you, and it's going to drive thousands of people to your magazine. This is available to you if you join the Editor Academy right now from this masterclass. Maybe this all sounds really exciting to you, but you still have some questions, so let's talk about it. What if you get stuck? You want to be able to troubleshoot it with me, and you can. Because when you join the Editor Academy, you are going to get 9 weeks of live Q&A sessions with me to make sure that you can move forward with clarity and confidence. So if you have questions and you don't know what to do, jump on the live Q&A with me. You have 9 weeks of it, and I will answer all of your questions. Maybe you're stuck on how to design your first issue. You don't know how to lay it out, what's going to look good, what you should do. Inside the Editor Academy, you're going to get those design tutorials on multiple softwares so you can choose which one you want to use for your magazine. And you're going to get 10 plus magazine cover templates that were already done for you. This is a $97 value that comes with the course. I created these magazine cover templates on a variety of topics. So fashion, food, there are cover templates already designed for you inside the course. You get to use them. And the best part is that when we add more to the vault and we design more cover templates, you're going to get access to those too. This is included in the course. You can literally drag and drop your content, your headlines, your name, your logo, all onto these cover templates, and you've already got one ready to go. Okay, but what if I don't have an audience yet? That's all included in the Editor Academy. You're going to learn how to start to grow your audience from the beginning with easy steps, plus a marketing guide, again, that's going to bring you readers while you sleep. I'm going to lay it out for you step by step so that you can start from nothing and grow your audience into the 6 figures just like I did. This bonus right here is really what's going to help you grow your audience, and you're going to get it today as a fast action bonus for joining the Editor Academy. This is my step-by-step workbook just for digital magazine editors to learn how to grow their audience and their reach. My magazines decided to get really serious about Pinterest a couple of years ago, and these are the exact steps that we use to turn Pinterest into our #1 traffic driver. It's all in this guide, and I'm going to include it for you inside the Editor Academy when you join today. So let's go over the costs again. You can get started today inside the Editor Academy for one payment of $997. All of this together, you guys, is a value of over $3,000, but you can join today for $997. Or you can join for 6 payments of $175. That means you'll get in today for $175 and then 5 additional payments after that. Or you can spread it out over an entire year. 12 payments of $97. That gets you access into the Editor Academy today for $97 and then 11 payments after that. Let me walk you through how you can enroll so quickly and easily. So where you're watching this masterclass, you're going to scroll down. Underneath this video, it's going to say Join the Editor Academy. You get to choose your option right here. One payment of $997, 6 payments of $175, or 12 payments of $97. That gets you into the Editor Academy right now. You just click one of the Enroll Now buttons. If you need to know more and you want to see everything laid out for you, you can click that Need to Know More button, and that's going to take you right to the editoracademy.com. Let's remember, you showed up here today for a reason, probably because you've always wanted to start a digital magazine and you want to know how to get started. You want to know what to do next. You are tired of going it alone and trying to figure this stuff out yourself. You want to learn from someone who's done it before. You have a dream, just like I did. You have a dream to start a digital magazine and you want to know how to get it going. Maybe you've always dreamt of working for a magazine one day or of running one yourself, and you want to get it started right now. Maybe you want freedom to work on your own time. I do this right now as a job, and I have for 13 years, and I get to make my own schedule. I started a business that I wanted to be in, and now I get to create my own schedule and have freedom to work on my own time. If you're like me and you want to start an online business and digital magazines just sound like fun to you, then this is for you and you're in the right place. Maybe you're really tired of waiting to start your dream job. Maybe you're interviewing at magazines, print or digital, and you're just not hearing back. Maybe you're tired of waiting for that job to come to you. You don't have to. You can start your dream job right now. You can take matters into your own hands and start your own digital magazine. No one's going to hand it to you. You can do it yourself. And you don't have to wait anymore. You can get started today inside of the Editor Academy. Let's go over the costs one more time. It's one payment of $997. You can do 6 payments of $175, or you can do 12 payments of $97 and spread it out over an entire year. Whichever option that you choose will start you on your journey to becoming an editor-in-chief. But Kate, I don't know where to start. I'm so overwhelmed. And let me tell you that you do not have to worry. I have been there before. We go step by step inside the Editor Academy. Remember, I didn't have a roadmap when I started my career as a digital magazine editor, but with this course, you do. This is exactly why I put this together. People have asked me for years and years how I got to where I am, how I started the magazine. And this is why I'm putting this together so you can learn how to do it too. Okay, but what if no one reads my magazine? I want to start a magazine, but I don't think anyone's going to read it. I've been there too. I didn't think anyone would read mine when I started my magazine either. I thought it would be my mom. But to my surprise, at the end of the month, there were 10,000 views on this magazine that I started. Now my magazines have amassed over 9 million views, and I can show you how I did that. Just sit with that for a minute. How would it feel to start a magazine and then see that it has garnered millions and millions of views? What would it feel like to see people share on social media that they love this digital magazine and then you see them subscribe? What would it feel like to watch your subscriber list grow? It's so easy to think that no one will read your magazine, but this is exactly why we go step by step inside the Editor Academy. So let's talk about it one more time. You can get started today inside the Editor Academy for one payment of $9.97. But if that's not your cup of tea, no problem. You can do 6 payments of $175. That means $175 gets you into the Editor Academy today and 5 more payments after that. Or you can spread it out over an entire year for 12 payments of $97. That means you can get into the Editor Academy today for less than $100. Whichever option you choose, whichever one makes the most sense for you, you're going to be well on your way to starting your journey as an editor-in-chief. And I've made it super simple for you to enroll. So where you're watching this masterclass, I want you to scroll down, and underneath of the video, it says Join the Editor Academy. You can choose your option, $9.97 pay in full, $175 a month pay in 6 months, or $97 a month pay in 12 months. Whichever option that you choose is going to get you into the Editor Academy and save your spot. So from where you're watching this video right now, just scroll down and you will see all of these options that you can choose to enroll. So that is it, my friends. You do not have to wait any longer. We can make you an editor-in-chief right now when you join the Editor Academy. Inside this course, you're going to go from the concept, the very idea that you have to start a digital magazine, and by the end, you are going to have your very first finished issue. Thank you so much for watching this masterclass, and I hope to see you inside the Editor Academy.